Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Leap podcast, an English podcast for easy conversation practice in your daily life. We're really happy you're here with us. I'm Anna.
And I'm Jake. Thanks for spending this time with us. If you're making breakfast, getting ready for work, or still hiding under your blanket, you are in the right place.
And if you are still under the blanket, it's okay. We won't tell anyone.
That's true. You can learn English even under the blanket.
Yes, blanket English is also English. Okay, Jake, before we start, how are you today? How's your morning so far?
My morning was okay. I woke up a little late, made some quick coffee, and told myself, today I will be more organized. We'll see.
So, a quick coffee and a small promise to yourself. I think many listeners know that feeling very well.
Yeah, I guess so. Mornings can be a mix of sleepy, busy, and hopeful at the same time.
My morning was a bit similar. I woke up, checked my phone for just 1 minute, and suddenly 10 minutes disappeared.
The famous just 1 minute. That minute is very dangerous.
Very dangerous, yes. And that's actually why today's topic is so important.
Right, because our topic today is morning routine to improve your English. We want to talk about real mornings, not perfect Instagram mornings, and how you can use that time to grow your English.
Yes, for many learners, morning is just alarm, phone, rush, work. And then you say, I have no time for English. We want to show you a different way, a small, calm routine that fits inside real life.
And before we walk into that routine, we want to share something important about how this podcast will work from now on.
Yes, a little new strategy for every English Leap episode, not only for this topic, but for all our daily life and self-improvement topics.
We'll always speak in B1 level English. Slow, clear, simple, so you can feel relaxed and safe while you listen.
But at the same time, we'll gently add a few B2 words, phrases, and idioms in each episode, so you can slowly touch a higher level.
And when we use a stronger word, we'll pause, explain it in easy English, and use it in a real sentence so you don't feel lost.
So you feel safe because the language is simple, but you also feel like you are gently stretching your English, not too fast, not too slow.
That's right, like a light stretch before exercise. You enjoy the topic and quietly, in the background, your level starts to move from B1 towards B2.
But Jake, be honest. Does this kind of approach really work? Just listening to simple talk with a few stronger words?
I think it does. Not like magic in one day, but like a slow, steady change.
Slow and steady. Because it's easy to keep doing it, right?
Yes, that's true. It's small and realistic. You don't change your whole life. You just listen to one calm episode and maybe add a tiny practice again and again. That daily rhythm is what slowly pushes you closer to B2.
And what about vocabulary? How does it help with new words and phrases?
You don't just see a list. You hear new words inside real situations, like our morning topic today. So your brain remembers the word with a picture and a feeling, not only a translation.
So it's like your brain says, this phrase belongs to this moment in life, and that makes it easier to use later.
That's it. And when you then make your own sense with that new word, your English brain gets a little workout. Not heavy, just a gentle exercise that makes you stronger over time. So we have a small challenge for you in every episode now, including this one.
Yeah. While you listen today, try to notice one new word, phrase, or idiom that you like.
It could be a single word that feels a bit new, or a phrase you don't normally use, but you understand from the context.
At the end of the episode, ask yourself, what new word or phrase did I really learn from today's episode?
Yeah, that's a great question to ask yourself.
Then be bold enough to make one simple sentence with that word or phrase. Say it out loud or write it in your notebook.
And if you feel brave, you can write your sentence in the comments.
When you do that, your English brain gets a real workout, like a tiny gym session for your vocabulary and confidence.
And we love reading your sentences. We really do. We see your progress, and other learners can learn from your examples too. And if you enjoy this calm way of learning, daily life topics, a few stronger phrases, and a small challenge, don't forget to like this episode, subscribe, and maybe share it with a friend who is also learning.
Your support helps our little podcast grow and helps more learners enjoy English in a relaxed way.
Okay, now that you know our style and our little B1 to B2 plan, let's come back to today's topic. Morning routine to improve your English. We'll look at a normal morning, alarm, phone, coffee, rush, and see where we can quietly add English without adding stress.
So take a breath, get comfortable, maybe hold your tea or coffee, and come with us into your morning. So let's start with a simple question. Why are we talking so much about morning? Why not evening or lunchtime?
For me, the morning is like a blank page in a notebook. Nothing is written yet. Your mind is fresh, the world is still a little quiet, and your phone hasn't started screaming with notifications.
Yeah, it's like the city is still stretching and waking up. Fewer messages, fewer people asking for your attention. You finally have a moment where nobody is really disturbing you.
And the way you use that blank page can really set the tone for your day.
When we say set the tone for your day, we mean those first minutes decide the feeling of your day, like choosing the first song in a playlist. If you start with stress, the whole playlist feels stressed.
But if you start with something calm and meaningful, like a tiny English routine, the day feels different. And if you do this again and again, it doesn't only help your English, it can quietly change your life too.
Jake, do you know any story where a morning routine really changed someone's English?
Yeah, I do. I think of Sarah, a listener who wrote to us. She works in customer support for an online company. She finishes late, and by the time she gets home, she's exhausted.
So her evenings are full. Tired body, family, maybe some social media. No real space for English.
Exactly. She told us that every night she promised, "I'll study later," and later never came. She felt guilty and, honestly, a bit overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed like when your brain has too many browser tabs open, right? Work tab, family tab, messages tab, and then you try to open an English tab and the whole computer crashes.
Yeah, like that. One day she said, "Okay, my evenings are chaos, so I'll give my mornings to English instead."
Interesting. So what did she actually do?
She didn't start with some big plan. She just set her alarm 15 minutes earlier. On the train to work, she put on her headphones and listened to a short English podcast instead of scrolling.
Same train, same time, just a different choice.
Yeah. After a week, she added one more thing. When she got off the train and had a few minutes before work, she opened her Notes app and wrote 3 simple sentences about her day in English.
So the commute, the train, became her little English classroom.
Exactly. No fancy desk, no perfect notebook, just a seat by the window, some headphones, and a small promise to herself.
And she was being more intentional with her morning.
When we say intentional, we mean she wasn't just moving on autopilot, she was doing things on purpose. She chose English instead of endless scrolling.
Did she feel any change?
Not in one day, but little by little, she noticed she could answer customers more smoothly in English. She didn't panic when someone spoke fast.
Little by little is like building a wall with many small bricks. You don't see a big change every day, but after some time, you look back and think, wow, I built something.
That's how it was for her. Small steps add up when you repeat them every morning.
Small steps add up means many small actions, when you put them together over weeks and months, become something big.
You don't need the same job or the same train as Sarah, but you can take the idea. Choose one part of your morning and call it your English time.
Let's talk about why this routine matters so much. Morning is not just about time, it's about the version of you that wakes up.
If you wake up, grab your phone, and stay in bed scrolling, that feeling, lazy, distracted, often follows you into your school, your work, and even your dreams.
It's like starting the day with junk food. You can still survive the day, but you don't feel great.
But when you wake up and do one small thing with discipline and purpose, like 5 minutes of English, that energy also travels with you.
It's like putting a small but strong battery in your day. It's not huge, but it keeps you going.
That's why mornings are powerful. They are a quiet chance to decide, who am I going to be today? The lazy version or the version that moves a little closer to my future?
Okay, so if someone is listening and thinking, I like this idea, but what do I actually do? We can keep it very simple.
Yeah, think of a morning routine like a small breakfast for your English. It can have 4 parts: listen, speak, write, review. We don't need a big plate, just a few bites.
I like that, a small breakfast for your English. So, what's the first bite?
Step 1, or the first bite, is simple. Listen in English.
We know the natural habit: alarm, unlock phone, open social media, and suddenly 15 minutes are gone.
Instead, imagine this. You put your phone on the table, make your tea, and press play on a calm English podcast. Same phone, different button.
In the morning, your brain is like a clean sponge. It hasn't touched the dirty water of stress yet. Whatever you put first into that sponge, it will soak in deeply.
So if the first thing is English, a story, a conversation, even something motivational, your brain can hold it better than at the end of a long day.
And it doesn't have to be a big study session. You can listen while you brush your teeth or prepare breakfast. That's what we mean when we say it's realistic. It fits inside real life.
Exactly. Realistic means you don't need a quiet library and 2 hours. You use the life you already have.
And when your ears are awake, it's time to wake up your mouth too. Step 2, speak out loud.
Many learners tell us, I can read, I can understand, but when I have to speak, my brain stops.
It's like you watch people exercise every day but never move your own body. Of course your muscles feel stiff when you finally try.
Morning can be your small gym for your mouth. After listening, repeat a few sentences or talk to yourself for 2 minutes.
You can quietly say, okay, how do I feel today? What do I need to do? What is one thing I'm grateful for?
When you speak like that, you're not just learning words, you're building confidence. Your tongue and lips start to remember English like they remember your favorite song.
And the nice thing is, in the morning, nobody is watching. Nobody is judging. It's just you, your voice, maybe your mirror, and your toothbrush.
Yeah, it's a safe space to use your voice, even if you make mistakes.
And after your voice, we can wake up your thoughts, too. Step 3, write in English.
I like to think of writing as cleaning your mental desk. All your thoughts are like papers everywhere. When you write, you put some of them in order.
In the morning, you can write a small paragraph, just 3 or 4 sentences about your plans, your dreams, or how you feel.
And you don't have to worry about perfect grammar. The goal here is to think in English, not to impress your teacher.
This kind of writing is very mindful. You are not just running through the day. You are stopping and asking, what is inside me right now?
When we say mindful, we mean you are awake inside. You notice your thoughts instead of letting them push you around.
And often, after you write, you feel a bit more refreshed, like you opened a window in a crowded room.
Refreshed is that feeling when your brain says, I can breathe again.
And to keep your English fresh and alive, you have to water it a little. Step 4, review what you learned.
Learning without review is like buying new plants every day and never watering the old ones. The new plants look exciting, but they die quickly.
So in the morning, you can take 5-10 minutes to look again at yesterday's words or a short phrase you liked.
That's how you become consistent. Not by learning 50 new words one day and then doing nothing for a week, but by touching English a little every morning.
Consistent means you build a rhythm, like brushing your teeth. You don't do it for 1 hour on Sunday. You do it for 2 minutes every day.
And with that rhythm, English doesn't feel so overwhelming. It becomes a normal, quiet part of your life.
Now, maybe a voice in your head is saying, "This sounds great, but I don't have time in the morning."
And we really understand. Many of you have children, long commutes, night shifts. Life is busy.
But sometimes "I don't have time" really means my time is already full of small habits I never chose on purpose.
Maybe you can't wake up 1 hour earlier. That might not be realistic right now. But maybe you can change 15 minutes.
Maybe you keep the same coffee, but you change what you listen to. You keep the same train, but you change what you do on that train.
When something is important, we usually make time for it. We do it for other things, like series, games, or scrolling. We can do it for our future, too.
And your English is part of that future. It's not just a school subject. It's a door you are slowly building.
There is also this idea that only talented people become good at English.
But if you listen to real stories, you see a pattern. It's not just talent.
It's more about discipline and routine. The people who grow are not always the smartest in the room. Often they are just the ones who quietly show up again and again.
Maybe they failed exams. Maybe teachers told them, "You're not strong in languages." But they kept a small promise to themselves in the morning.
While others sleep, they listen for 10 minutes. While others scroll, they write 3 sentences.
These are like tiny drops of water, and over time, they can carve a rock.
That's why we say small habits create big futures. Not in 1 week, but in 1 year, in 5 years. They make you almost unstoppable.
And why put all this effort into English? Because English is not only for passing a test.
English is like a key. It opens doors you maybe can't even see clearly yet. Jobs, travel, friendships, content from all over the world.
Maybe for you, it's being able to understand your favorite YouTuber without subtitles. Maybe it's writing a CV, or talking to your child's teacher, or feeling confident in a meeting.
English can give you confidence, that calm feeling of, I can handle this. And that confidence often gives you courage to step into new rooms and new lives.
And morning is a very good time to build that key slowly. The world is quiet, and your future is listening.
So, if we put everything together, the message is simple. Don't throw away your mornings.
They are not just getting ready for work time. They are building your future time.
Listen, speak, write, review, even if each one is small.
And these small actions, when you repeat them, can make your days feel more productive, your mind more refreshed, and your heart more energized.
Productive here doesn't mean you become a machine. It just means at the end of the day, you can smile and say, I did something good for myself.
And refreshed is when your mind feels lighter, not so heavy with guilt. And energized is when you feel a little more ready to face the day.
Your life won't change in one morning, but it will change if you use many mornings in a new way.
And we're really happy to sit with you in those mornings, in your kitchen, on your bus, under your blanket, and be part of your English routine.
You know, Anna, we used some big words and phrases today. Maybe we should slow down and walk through a few of them, like a tiny word tour.
Yeah, a calm little word walk. Not a test, just a moment to really feel the words.
Exactly. As you listen, you can think, which one of these feels useful for my life? Anna, one phrase we used today was set the tone for your day.
Yeah, when we say set the tone for your day, we mean the first minutes of your morning decide the feeling of your whole day.
It's like choosing the first song in your playlist. If the first song is very loud and stressful, the whole playlist feels noisy.
But if the first song is calm and warm, suddenly the whole playlist feels softer. Your mood changes.
For many people, the first song is social media or emails. That can set a stress tone.
But if your first song is a 10-minute English podcast or a little writing, you set a different tone. More peaceful, more focused.
You can say, listening to English in the morning helps set the tone for my day.
Maybe you can think now, what is the first song in your morning?
Another phrase we used today was little by little.
Little by little means slowly, step by step, not all at once.
It's like filling a glass of water with tiny drops of water. One drop looks like nothing, but if you keep going, one day the glass is full.
English is the same. One short podcast, one small paragraph, one review session. Maybe today you don't see a big change.
But when you look back after 6 months, you suddenly think, wow, my English is different. That happened little by little, not in one night.
You can say, little by little, my English is getting better with my morning routine.
So if you feel slow, remember, slow is okay if you keep going little by little. We also said the idiom, small steps add up.
That means small actions, when you repeat them many times, become something big.
Picture a mountain. Each step is tiny, but all the steps together take you to the top. No single step is amazing, but they add up.
Maybe your small step is 5 minutes of listening while you make tea. Alone, it looks small.
But 5 minutes times 30 days, that's 150 minutes, more than 2 hours of English in 1 month.
You can say, small steps add up. My daily 10 minutes of English are changing my confidence.
So don't laugh at your small steps. They are quietly building your future.
We also said the idiom, a fresh start.
A fresh start is a new beginning, a clean page. Even if yesterday was messy or lazy, today gives you another chance.
It's like wiping a whiteboard clean. All the old writing goes away, and you can write something new.
Maybe yesterday you didn't touch English at all. You feel a bit guilty.
But when the morning comes, you can say, okay, new day, a fresh start. I'll just do 10 minutes now.
You can say, today is a fresh start. I will listen to English for 10 minutes.
Morning is kind. It always gives you a fresh start.
Let's talk about the word intentional.
Intentional means you do something on purpose, not by accident. You don't just follow habits, you choose.
Imagine 2 mornings. In the first morning, your finger just goes to the social media app without thinking. That's not intentional.
In the second morning, you stop for 1 second and say, no, today I will open my podcast app instead. That 1 second is you being intentional.
You're still using your phone, still drinking your coffee, still in the same house, but your choice is different.
You can say, I was intentional this morning. I chose a podcast instead of scrolling.
When you are intentional with small things, big changes slowly follow. Now the word overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed is when there are too many things at the same time and it feels heavy in your mind.
It's like your brain is a small table and everyone keeps putting books on it. Work, family, study, messages, until the books start to fall.
Many learners feel overwhelmed when they say, I will study grammar and vocabulary and pronunciation and watch 3 videos and read a book today.
That kind of plan looks strong, but it is too heavy. And when it's too heavy, we often do nothing.
You can say, I feel overwhelmed when I try to study too many things in one day.
A small, kind morning routine can help you feel less overwhelmed because the plan is simple and light. Now, another important word is distracted.
Distracted means you cannot focus because other things keep pulling your attention.
It's like trying to read a book while the TV is loud, music is playing, and someone is talking to you. Your attention jumps like a little bird from one place to another.
In the morning, the phone can make us very distracted. You open it for 1 minute, and then suddenly 15 minutes are gone.
You can say, I get distracted in the morning when I start with social media instead of English.
A simple English routine first can protect you from starting your day in a distracted way.
Let's look at realistic.
Realistic means something is possible for you in real life. It matches your real energy and real schedule.
A realistic plan is like shoes in the right size. If the shoes are too big, you trip. If they're too small, they hurt. The right size helps you walk every day.
Saying, I will study English for 3 hours every morning is not realistic for most people with work or family.
But saying, I will give 10 minutes or 15 minutes to English is realistic. You can actually do it.
You can say, 10 minutes of English in the morning is realistic for me.
Realistic plans are the ones you will keep. Another key word is consistent.
Consistent doesn't mean perfect. It means you do something again and again, regularly, even if it's small.
Like brushing your teeth. You don't brush for 1 hour on Sunday and then stop. You brush for a short time every day.
With English, being consistent might mean 10 minutes each weekday morning, not 3 hours once a month.
You can say, I'm not perfect, but I'm consistent. I do English every morning from Monday to Friday.
Consistency is what turns little by little into real change.
We also used the word mindful.
Mindful is like being awake inside, not just outside. You're not only moving, you're also noticing what you do and how you feel.
Imagine drinking coffee. Not mindful is sip, scroll, forget. Mindful is sip. Notice the taste. Listen to English. Feel your body waking up.
A mindful morning routine is when you don't just run. You stop for a few minutes and say, this time is for me and my English.
You can say, I want my morning to be more mindful, not just automatic.
Mindful doesn't mean perfect. It just means present.
Another word is productive.
Productive means your time did something good for you. You feel, that was useful.
It's like planting a small seed. It's not a forest yet, but it's not nothing. It's a start.
If you scroll for 20 minutes, you often feel empty after. If you listen to English and write 3 sentences, you feel more productive, even if it was short.
You can say, I feel more productive when I start my day with English instead of only scrolling.
Productive mornings make your whole day feel a little stronger.
We also said refreshed.
Refreshed means you feel you have new energy. Your mind feels clean, not heavy.
It's like opening a window in a hot room and feeling cool air come in. Same room, but the feeling is different. A short writing or listening time in English can make you feel refreshed, like your brain had a little shower.
You can say, after I write a few sentences in English, I feel more refreshed.
You don't have to wait for a vacation to feel refreshed. Sometimes 10 quiet minutes can do it. And finally, the word energized.
Energized means you feel full of energy and ready to act. Not perfect, not 100%, but more awake and alive.
It's like when your phone battery goes from 10% to 60%. It's not full, but you know, okay, now I can do things.
A small English routine can make you feel like that. Not 10%, not dying, but more energized and ready for your day.
You can say, my small English routine makes me feel more energized for the day.
Energized mornings don't have to be loud. They can be calm, but strong inside. Okay, now it's your turn. While you were listening, maybe one word or phrase felt special for you.
Maybe it was intentional, maybe overwhelmed, maybe small steps add up, or another one from this episode.
At the end of today, or right after this episode, ask yourself, what new word or phrase did I really learn from today's episode?
Then be bold enough to make one simple sentence with it. It doesn't have to be perfect, just honest.
You can say it out loud in your room or write it in your notebook.
And if you feel brave, we would love to see your sentence in the comments.
When you do that, your English brain gets a small workout, like a tiny gym session for your words and your confidence.
And remember, your sentence might also help another learner. They can read it and think, oh, I can use this word like that too.
If you enjoyed spending your morning with us talking about routines, English, and your future, we'd really appreciate your support.
You can like this episode, subscribe to the channel, and maybe share it with a friend who also wants to improve their English in a calm, realistic way.
Your support helps our little podcast grow, and it helps more learners turn their mornings into English time.
And tomorrow morning, when your alarm rings, maybe you'll remember this episode, take a breath, and choose one tiny English action.
Listen a little, speak a little, write a little, review a little.
Small steps add up.
And we'll be here, walking with you, little by little. This was the English Leap podcast. I'm Anna.
And I'm Jake. Take care, keep going, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye!